I jumped.
That I had now been caught on camera.
So when Todd said to you, "We've got the shot," what did you?
What did you think?
Ooh,
What did you think?
He got the shot.
He got the shot. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster.
baby.
And if you don't know, now you know.
know.
Now you know. And we also want you to know that the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by the hosts, guests, callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of KFST Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, or sponsors, or even any partners.
Yeah, because sometimes,
Yeah, it's partnerships, and they want to make sure that they are clear that what we said ain't what they say.
Right.
Like, they don't speak for us. They speaking for themselves.
Yeah, because that's the beauty of it, is that like the respect that you have for each other, that you don't have to necessarily agree upon it.
That's right.
And we don't even have to have the same views to respect people.
No. Oh my God. Say that. Let's start there. You don't have to have the same views to respect people. Yeah. Respect is definitely something that, is given and then lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's up. How was your weekend?
It was amazing. I had a great weekend.
Yeah.
So
it was an amazing weekend for the city.
It was so much going on. Oh my God. I couldn't make it to like half of the stuff that I wanted to make it to.
Yes. Yes.
So that was the one thing, because I was so tired after the weekend.
Okay.
That I couldn't I just kind of like crashed. But healing on purpose.
Yes.
Was on Saturday.
Yes.
Amazing.
I had my wires crossed. I'm gonna be honest. Okay,
go ahead.
What time is it? Vietnam. I don't know what time it is now. Oh, it's 7:45 over here on the East Coast.
Yeah,
7:42.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you from Vietnam on YouTube. And so my wires were crossed, and so I went at 10.
To where?
To Healing on Purpose.
Oh no, you know what 10 was
the realtors.
Yes. What to do with Big Mama's house?
Yeah, the Impact Day. But that's what I mean. I had my wires crossed, and so because I was at the African American Health Forum.
Okay.
Set up over there at the foundation. It was amazing, by the way. Great presentations, lots of connections and resources available for the community. Screenings were being done and all kind of good stuff. So shout out to the organizers of the African American Health Forum. But I was there like most of the day, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just step out, go over here to the thing. And when I went to the thing, it was
none was there.
then I realized I was like, oh, it's at 1 o'clock. And I'm like,
But it was a nice crowd.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous. Like I was the second. Sister
Of
Nair
course,
spoke first.
Yeah.
And then I came in. And I had a healing board.
Okay.
And people was able to write what they want to become or coming or
I
what
saw
they
that.
are
I saw your live.
Are you talking about? Okay. And then I sold my first workbook.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Round of
Thank
applause.
you. And thank you for everybody who purchased.
Yeah.
I started out with a small batch, not a lot.
Okay.
But like when I left there, people had bought it. They were interested. And Qiana, and this is why I love my baby. Even though there's so many things. She was the first one to purchase my book.
That's amazing. Yeah.
She came in and she was like, I'm buying it. So she bought it. Miko was there.
Okay.
And the shout out to my family.
Rich Rising was good.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Because my family show up and show out.
They do. Yeah. You got an amazing support system.
And they was there.
Yeah.
And so it was really, really nice. I got some parasite cleansing.
Okay.
I'm gonna start today.
Okay.
For Sister Nair and Brother David.
Okay.
I got my blood type.
Francis, good morning.
They were able to tell me my blood type.
Okay.
I got pricked right there. There was a holistic
I don't know my
doctor.
blood type.
So I mean, $25.
Okay.
It was just and then to tell you all the foods you should eat, not eat.
Oh,
your exercises,
man.
like it went in, and then
they were doing that for free.
No, it was $25.
Okay, got you.
The doctor that
you
did
say 25. I'm sorry.
But the doctor was there. She was also doing parasite testing.
Okay.
She had a list of stuff that she could have did right there for you and let you know, and then she. You know, and I got her information.
Please.
Okay, I'll give it to you because this is stuff that we should definitely know.
Yeah, because I don't know my blood type. Wow. Good morning. Thank you. Happy to be back.
Amina's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sister Ernestine.
So listen, she did her thing.
Yeah.
I had for the first time.
I saw her setup too. I'm like, okay, I see you. You ready?
Yeah. And for the first time, I had the bean pie.
You just now having bean pie?
No. That
my sister.
Yeah, and it was good.
Yeah.
My brother.
Yeah. I didn't know they had bean pies too.
Yeah, they had some bean pies.
I missed out.
She
bigly,
had another a corn muffin, but different. Like the food was amazing. So if you looking, I think she's only open on Sundays now or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
but she's always doing catering though, so you can reach out for some catering.
And then I also had one of Sister Naira and Brother David drinks.
Okay.
Which sea moss drinks.
Okay.
I had an apple sea moss drink.
Okay.
Y'all, listen, they doing their thing over there, right?
Yes.
And then last but not least,
I remember she had the gummies too. She had sea moss gummies.
Okay, so they didn't have no gummies. I didn't see any gummies. And then I put the patch on for pain.
Oh, really?
Oh, and I slept amazingly after that. Like I put this on.
Okay.
So the patches, like it was so much information in the
You see my face, right?
Yeah, like I'm telling you, this is like such a great day. So so I still have some more workbooks, and the workbook is the Mindset Reset.
Okay.
It's a journal. It's a 30-day journal, and you just really, I tell people like you can lie to the world, but you shouldn't lie to yourself.
That's right.
And it's not complicated, but it's thought. You know,
you got to think about it.
You really do.
Yeah, you got to sit with some of the prompts.
You really do. And for 30 days, you're committed to this journaling and trying to see what you want to be. And the good thing about this workbook is that you define what that is. So, like, you can focus on being a better coworker, or a better husband, a better daughter,
within
a better
the 30
wife.
days that
within the 30 days, whatever
okay.
you want to work on yourself, you reflect that and take this journey in the 30 days. And once you finish, even though that workbook is done, you can still use that exercise constantly in different aspects of your life.
So it's a jump starter. Get you going. Get you focused.
More is coming.
That's what's up, y'all. Appreciate it. And so also want to give a shout out to Story 727 for their Sunday Fun Day and really just acknowledge them for their consistency.
Yeah.
Because like they've been at it for a few years, and that consistency of doing those Sunday Fun Days, like it can take a lot out of you. So thank you for what you do, brothers and sisters of Story 727. Definitely appreciate it. There was also a One Community Grocery Co-op volunteer work day. And so I want to give a shout out to everybody who showed up and participated for that, as well as another, and I'll say this again, another sold out cash mob. Yeah, I saw King Reed and Aaron, and shout out to the whole Black Money movement. But another sold out cash mob at Big Buster's on 49th Street, 15th Avenue in the Fusion 49th District. And so keeping the momentum going, up next is Forever Wings. That will be this Saturday at 12 p.m. And it's 1440 49th Street, another one in the Fusion 49th District. And quiet as it's kept, Fusion 49th has one of the highest concentration, if not the highest, but one of the highest concentrations of Black businesses in the city. So I'm really happy to see the way that the Black Money movement is showing up and the way that the people are supporting the cash mobs. And so thank you. Thank you, King Reed, and everybody a part of that for your leadership. Definitely appreciate it. And I believe it with all my heart. We are going to make each other rich on purpose. On purpose.
Oh, and then we had Speakeasy.
Okay.
On Saturday night too,
in
the night market.
Yeah.
And so you have vendors there, and then you know the Speakeasy because this is Poetry Month.
Yes.
All of the poets was amazing there. I didn't get to stay long because by this time it was late. And then congratulations to Dan.
Okay.
Dan did his soft brand opening for Jackson.
Okay,
I didn't make it there.
He did send me an invite, but I just couldn't make it.
I was trying my darndest to get there.
Yeah, that's what's up. Congratulations.
So like it's big stuff popping.
It is. It really is.
And then,
it really is.
The mural went up.
Okay, so the mural at the old Catalyst.
Yeah.
It will forever be the old Catalyst, right? JQ's, right? So what's the feedback? I haven't seen it yet. I saw a picture of it, but I didn't. And the picture that I saw of the mural was they were still painting it. And so I didn't see like
shout out to
I didn't see the
Freeman
finished product.
Doing it.
Okay.
You know what? I think it's beautiful. I think it is. It represents St. Pete. When I saw it, they had Winky Wright, they had Rob Wave, they had Angela Bassett, and they were still painting more people.
So people from the Burg.
That represent that. And so, there's mixed views about it, like anything else.
Yeah.
And so I always say, two things can be true at the same time, right? And there's things that you can pay attention. You can look at the negativity or the bad things that happen to these people, or you can look at the impact that they had on the community.
The art versus the artist kind of thing, right? So like, what's the art and what's the contribution? And then you look at their personal, things that they deal with and struggle with, that
most people deal with and struggle with on a regular basis. And not condoning or giving a pass on it. When you're a celebrity, your stuff is posted and people can openly judge you. And when you're in the private sector, you go through this stuff by yourself. Yeah. And maybe only your friends and family talk about you, but not the whole world.
Yeah. It's not visible and open for everybody to see. And what you just said reminded me of something that I saw too, and it's Motivational Monday. And then we got a lot of good stuff happening. But I wanted to lift this up because I saw in that same spirit, right, when you talk about artists and their art and their contributions, I saw that Africa Bambaataa had passed. Did you see that? So Africa Bambaataa, he is a hip hop pioneer, groundbreaking. If you ever heard Planet Rock, Looking for the Perfect Beat, that's my jam. But like just a really great contributor to the hip hop culture. But then there was like just the same type of deal, like around his passing. So after he passed, there were all of these debates about his life and the decisions that he made. And so here we go. I finally found it. So it says, Africa Bambaataa, he was one of the founding figures of hip hop culture. He passed away recently. He was known for helping to shape the early sound and structure of hip hop through music, DJing, and organizing cultural movements in the Bronx in the 70s and 80s. He wasn't just an artist. He was a movement builder. He was the founder of the Zulu Nation. He helped define hip hop's core elements, which include DJing, MCing, breakdancing, and graffiti. And he's known, like I said, for the classic record Planet Rock, which helped bring electronic sounds into hip hop. He played a major role in turning hip hop from street culture into a global force. But then it gets complicated.
Right.
In later years, African Bambaataa faced serious allegations of sexual misconduct involving minors, which he denied. Those allegations created a divide, particularly around his passing, because some, they still wanted to honor and recognize his contributions, while others feel like his legacy is permanently damaged because of these allegations. And so what his passing did was it brought up this question about, like, how do we remember people who've made these major contributions but also faced personal and serious allegations?
It was crazy, like, because how do you separate the job from the man? Because
I mean, that's what the question is. Funk. That's right. That's right.
And so you know what? That's depending on your background and your trauma is gonna hit you different.
Okay.
So if you were abused and somebody violated you, you're 9 times out of 10 are not gonna be able to separate the two.
Yeah.
Right. Somebody who is an advocate for what music and people do, they see the beauty in that and still be able to say you were wrong for the other stuff you do. Cause I struggle with that for people who are great and then their personal life is not.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't put people on pedestals.
Okay.
Right. People are all human. Everybody don't live up to this hype. And just because you a celebrity or you're doing something don't mean that you're a mentor.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you're a good person
or a role model.
Or a role model. Like some of them people don't sign up for that. They sign up to do the stuff they love.
But if you don't sign up for it and that's what come with it, then what responsibility do you have?
You just see.
Because I mean, I've seen that side of it too. It's like, okay, you didn't sign up to be a role model, but you are a role model. So do you accept the responsibility that comes with that? Or do you just be like, look, I ain't nobody's role model. Do what, I live my life, whoop-de-doo.
Sometimes you
got to live your life and whoop-de-doo.
Sometimes you got to. You would love for everybody to step up to the plate, but sometimes people are not mentally capable to do that.
Yeah.
Or they're in a spot where they're selfish and they be like, Dad ain't, like, I ain't your mom and daddy.
Yeah, I agree. And so here's the question, y'all. Put it in the chat or you can give us a call. When somebody contributes something major to the culture, but they have serious allegations against them, how should they be remembered? Should we remember their contributions and, not their personal things?
Because
like, how do you acknowledge that? Yeah.
You think of all the stuff that Bill Cosby.
Yeah. His contribution to the culture. And then they canceled the Cosby Show. And I was just watching the Cosby Show, right?
I like the Cosby Show.
And as I was watching the Cosby Show, so on this episode, they were talking, how was it? Was it Elvin?
Mm-hmm.
Elvin? Dang, it's been so long. But so it was like Alvin. It was like the guys, right? The husbands. So Cliff, Alvin, and then Denise's husband.
Okay, go ahead.
So they all talking, and the conversation that they were having was about romance and like who's the most romantic, right?
Yeah.
And do it cost money to be romantic?
Mm-hmm.
And then they challenged each other. It was like, okay, we're gonna have a dinner.
I remember that.
And we're gonna see who could be the most romantic. But I was like, man, just to see that image of black men talking about romance, and then actually saying, okay, we're gonna challenge each other as men to a dinner and see who can be the most romantic with their wife. Yeah. I'm like, oh man, like
that's some great Jews
like seeing that now is like, wow.
And you need a Bill Cosby night. You need a Cosby Show at this point.
But it just like because we grew up watching it, but I didn't understand like what we were seeing and what the impact was. Like you hear about it now, the impact of the Cosby Show and the impact of these positive and like the whole New Image Project, all of those things. But to be able to sit and watch that episode in this time where I am in my life, you know what I mean? And I'm like, wow.
And you just see like black when you had, and even though they're bringing back a different world.
Amen.
You saw the impact that it had on the community. Like more blacks went to college out the different world. Like they really wanted to explore that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like you look at all the great stuff that happened. Like I'm not saying don't acknowledge but you can't harp on all the bad and don't acknowledge the good as well. And usually you pick a side and you feel like you have to choose one or other. But we're all, facet people, and so
no, that's it. So definitely let's continue to shape the culture.
To be alive.
What a time to be. That was, I mean, I'm telling you, man, just to see it happening in real time, and to know that you had to get home to see it. Because if you missed it, you missed it.
Right, because it wasn't like
it wasn't you go stream the whole episode.
It ain't you record it or nothing like that.
If you missed it, you missed it. So you had to like set an alarm, know that when it was time to go to check it out, you went and you checked it out. And it was something that you could watch with your family. Like you could sit down and everybody in the household can watch the program
it was
together.
Baby.
TV time. Do you remember like TV time with your watching TV with your family? Do y'all still do that? Like do people still sit and watch TV with like a family together?
Sometimes, because I know
I'm basically an empty nester, so
and I am too, right?
Yeah.
But like we're intentional. Like we'll get all pajamas. Me, my mama Cheyenne, we'll get matching pajamas and like binge watch something.
Yeah. That's what time it is. All right, and so
it's 8:00, so we need to take a break. We got a packed full hour coming in. So y'all get ready.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So it is Motivational Monday. So I got a few things that I wanted to talk about. We put out a What the People Say, and What the People Say centered around the 2026 message to the black man. And so I was just, sitting reflecting, and I asked the question, what is your 2026 message to the black man? We want to share some of what those responses are. And if you want to chime in, if you want to give us a call and say what your 2026 message to the black man is, give us a call and let us know for this fine Monday, Motivational Monday. Also, I seen that they say Trump tripping. He's making some more threats around what's happening. And I saw a term, too, that we're going to talk about. It was called toxic individualism.
Oh, and I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about the Dolphin Man.
Okay.
And I'm jealous.
Okay.
All right.
Don't know about the Dolphin Man, so I'm looking forward to it. So y'all make sure that y'all stick around. We'll be back in 6 minutes after the hour right here on 99 Jams the Bird.
have to say it's truly been such an incredible journey. From starting at such a young age to performing on Showtime at the Apollo to traveling the world, doing what I love and truly loving what I do, I've been blessed to make so many beautiful connections with so many amazing people along the way. And now I get the chance to give it back to you in a very special way. So welcome to the listening room. Make sure you purchase your ticket now. I have to say it's truly been such an incredible journey. From starting at such a young age to performing on Showtime at the Apollo to traveling the world, doing what I love and truly loving what I do, I've been blessed to make so many beautiful connections with so many amazing people along the way. And now I get the chance to give it back to you in a very special way. So welcome to the listening room. Make sure you purchase your ticket now.
Part of the modern hybrid war fought by proxies.
Pope Leo has arrived in Angola's northeastern city of Sarumu. Huge crowds lined
We
the
ready. We ready.
We ready.
We ready with Miss Debbie. Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangsta.
baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
No. And we do have a family member that's joining us this morning, not a guest at all. Miss Debbie, welcome. Welcome back.
Everybody. And let them know.
Good day.
Yes.
Let them know the views expressed.
Oh, that's right. We got to tell y'all, by the way, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. So the views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, or sponsors. Yeah. Now we good. Now, if we say something that they don't like, they know that it's just us saying it, and it's not a reflection of our guests or the whole station. So yeah. So Miss Debbie, what's good?
Oh man! First of all, I want to say thank y'all to both of y'all for just keeping the community on point. I mean, I don't even understand how you do it. I try to do it. I want to say thank you for this great platform. It inspires me to do the things that I do in the community.
Oh, that's amazing.
And in addition to that, just like you know, I feel like I need a personal driver to get me around to all these events.
Oh,
you know?
man,
Sometimes
yes.
I'm trying to do 2 or 3 events in one day, and I work on Saturday.
Yes,
you know?
yeah.
And if I can't bring my students, I'll be feeling some kind of way. But sometimes I just gotta leave them behind. You know how that goes.
No, and I appreciate you, because
Yes.
where you are, your students are also like they definitely embedded in the community.
And if I don't show up for them on a Saturday, they'll, you know, those that got me on Instagram, they'll start calling me, and I'm like, who's FaceTiming me? You know, and a bunch of them, where you at? But anyway, So this weekend I was at you know, with Maya Huff Pink, her organization, which was really, really great, and the connections that you make there, you know, and her cause for sickle cell is vital to the community.
It really is.
She's doing great work.
I saw it.
Yeah.
And
the Soul Revival on the Deuces, right?
And I saw it on the news actually too, because her father had sickle cell. Her aunt passed from sickle cell, and so that's kind of where
like her inspiration. Okay,
but most importantly, she is a young person in the community that we can basically count on going forward to do that kind of work.
Oh yeah.
And that's one of the things that I've been trying to instill in our young people, is that you know, I'm trying to teach you it, so let me see you, you know, create the action.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the practice refine the theory.
Absolutely, because you know we kind of getting up there. But,
yeah,
you know, so
I do.
And, you know,
understand
we gotta
that.
pass it on. So and she's doing it. So you know, praises to her and her whole organization.
That's amazing.
Great. But I'm here to talk about the Tampa Bay Chalk Festival.
Absolutely. And for those who are not familiar or may not be familiar with the Tampa Bay Chalk Festival, let's talk about the origin story.
It's really interesting because it kind of goes back to you and Jabbar.
Okay.
And we talked about that, smell something, say something a long time ago.
Yep.
And it kind of it's one thing to have a purpose in art, but it's another thing to have a conversation, to bring a new conversation into art, and how to blend what's happening into your community, and at the same time don't leave us out of the art community, because the art community is happening right in the plant district.
Oh yeah.
So, how do we sustain that we are also art? A lot of people don't know that the first mural that was ever done in St. Petersburg, Florida, was done by a Black man called Rasta Gary Taylor.
Wow.
And
Didn't know that.
First mural was on Central Avenue.
Okay.
And it almost was in the alleyway, but it was on top of a building. And then he did another one in the alleyway, which was Prince. Because he had a,
I remember that
space.
one. Yeah.
He had a space on his one of one customs, and he paints on everything. His motto is he put paint where it ain't. But now he's on First Avenue North, if you know, and he has a huge sneaker outside of his building.
Okay.
And Gary has been a plant in the community for forever.
Wow.
Back in 1996. Gary was the first person to let me put my artwork in his shop and sell it.
Oh, wow.
And to give you a history on that, he embraced everybody. And I'm talking about the white rosters that came through there. And because of him, I was a hat maker back then. And I crocheted hats and made outfits. And he would put me down with the state theater that was next door, because he made a lot of outfits for the rockers that came through there.
Okay.
And he knew I knew how to sew. So I would make garments and he would paint on them.
Wow.
So that's kind of like how it started.
That's amazing.
And he embraced a lot of artists in the community. And remember when Central Avenue was destitute.
Yep. People
Gary
forget that
was
part
one of the first ones who had a shop, which brought in other artists into the community.
Right.
And that kind of built the Central Avenue, and then Central Avenue was taken over by a lot of realtors and restaurants, and so they moved.
They organized, so they organized and said, "Hey, this could be something."
Right,
and then they organized and turned it into something.
Central Avenue, they started raising rents where the artists could not afford it. So they moved over into the factory area.
Okay, the Warehouse Arts District is what they call it now.
Yep, the Warehouse Art District, and from that, all of those little empty factories that became empty because the highway came through. They started using that area to build on the art, and thus we have the Deuces, that is partly the art district, right, the corridor, and also along Fairfield. And all in there, so again.
Oh yeah, and it's growing and expanding.
Evolving, but how do we keep ourselves in there? How do we keep the conversation that we are also a part of art?
Absolutely.
And we also are part of what happens in our environment and what happens in our community. So just trying to stay strong and letting people know that we too can bring creative ideas into the community. And we have a huge number of great artists of color and others, because our community is a little bit different from a lot of communities. So what I wanted to do was bring the art community together in this way, but at the same time talk about what's happening in our environment.
No, I love that. And this is the 4th year. And so bringing it back consistently and growing. What has that been like? Just, year 4, after year 1, right? So you got year 1, it's like, okay, this was great. Year 2, okay, this was good. This was year 4. How you feeling?
First thing I want to say is that I have a great team. God bless them all. I have a team that's kind of like out of this world. Sometimes they can't show up for me, but when they do show up, they show up and they show out. And so that's so important. I do not do this by myself at all. Also, I want to say, thank you to the grace of God. Grace always rules and wins first. And so, that along with all of the artists that I met along the way, my students, those that I mentor, those that I encourage, it's been like almost close to 32 years in the community as an art teacher or art enthusiast or art community advocate, and so it's amazing where it has taken me. But at the same time, it's not all about me. It's about the artist. One of the things I said years ago, back in 2000, early 2000s, I put out there that I just wanted to be able to pay artists.
Yeah.
And I have had that opportunity to pay artists. So that's one of the most important things.
Okay. Yeah.
I've sat on panels, I've been to colleges and so forth. A lot of people don't even know that I graduated from Eckerd College.
Okay. I didn't know that.
You know, and I got the highest award in visual arts, which kind of puts you in a situation. You know what I'm saying?
Say more about
it's
that.
Like you can't get that and not use it to help the community in that way.
Yeah.
And so I have a background in theater art.
Okay.
And so you know, and the only reason why I usually don't like talking about myself, but somebody did an article on me, so it's
I did see that. And shout out to the Power Broker.
And I was really feeling some kind of way. You know, it was nice to share, but at the same time, I was like, I'm not going to do this. But at the other time, I was saying, it ain't about me. It's about the community that I serve and the organizations that I have a part in.
Yeah.
It's about the young people that I've helped along the way, you know.
That's right.
And it's telling your story and it's motivating other people because like there's somebody that's looking and want to take this path and you're showing them that it's possible.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like with Cheyenne, I met Cheyenne through ACT. And you know, Art Conservatory for Teens with Alex Harris. And Alex Harris, I volunteered, you know, because I wanted to do something with the students. So a lot of people don't know that I am a stagehand union worker.
Oh, wow.
And I've been for years. I came out of New York and came here. And so one of the things that I do, you know, I know you know, how
that
to sew and so forth.
That was a while ago.
Like, but I know how to dress people for, you know, I've had the experience to dress people. I want to say thank you to Mama Blue, who's like my sister in the arts. And both of us,
on here
know,
too.
Yeah, we both, you know, union workers. And so we have a responsibility to take our art and use it in that way, you know. And so the question was, how has it been? Well, that's how it has been.
I love that.
It's been like taking me in every different direction. You know, it's taking me in film. It's taking me to style and do fashion. It's just,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. And most importantly, to mentor and to be an instructor and, you know, just trying to bring it forward and trying to keep us valid and have us have validity in the community as artists, because we do everything.
Right.
We do now everything. What can the people expect on May 2nd?
So on May 2nd is the 4th annual Chalk Art Festival. Is going to happen along the Deuces Corridor. It's a family free fun day.
Okay.
All the F's.
Family free and fun. Yeah, that does sound good together.
And so we're excited about having a children's art corner.
Okay.
So if a child want to come out and do a grid of art, they can do chalk too. We have they have fabulous brothers and sisters. The last time they came, I think they was like 8 and 9, and they did one of the most great art pieces.
Oh, wow.
Because we inspired them. This year is about our watery future.
Yeah.
So we inspire people to create around our watery future. And that brings me to say that the Tampa Bay Water is one of our larger sponsors.
Okay.
And so we were giving out information regarding our waterway, what's happening in our viaducts and so forth. However, at the same time, our artists did a workshop along with them already online. This just happened like a week ago.
Okay.
And they got to speak to specialists from Tampa Bay Water. So what we expect on that street is some organizations that can help you understand what's happening on our waterways, because I know we got a serious problem right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I've been seeing it. I mean, and you know, maybe not the exact context, but I've been seeing like conversations about this drought, conversations about, you know, water shortages, these conversations around data centers and the impact that they have on our water. And so just really understanding like the water that we have, we kind of take it for granted, it seems.
Right. So our platform for the Tampa Bay Chalk Festival is not just art, even though that is a vital part of it, but to see these professional artists that are going to come out and they are going to actually create pieces around that conversation. So that's really important. Another thing that we don't know, and I'm not an expert in water, however, I always try to make sure that I'm doing something that can bring something back into the community.
Absolutely.
And so with the Tampa Bay Water Tampa Bay water, a lot of things, and this is for people who don't know. We can conserve money and get paid, conserve water and get paid for doing it.
Okay, yeah, I need that link.
So yes, if you go to Tampa Bay Water and you go to business and building rebates.
Okay.
Also multifamily rebates and residential rebates.
We calling on you if you can put that in the chat for us.
So yeah, if you go to the Tampa Bay Water website,
okay,
and look for residential rebate. So there's what they call high efficiency rebates for people who have toilets and you want to replace your toilet. You can get a rebate for $200. So you know a toilet is going to cost you about $190. So you're going to get that money back if you spend it, right?
Okay.
Also, if you do smart irrigation, and a lot of people are trying to put in wells, you get a rebate for trying to put in a well up to $1,000, and a well can cost you about $1,500. So also,
that sounded real attractive. Now I'm thinking, we might need to dig up some well.
And really, if you dig up a well versus the water that's we can help the situation. And then also smart irrigation. They'll give out a ticket if you not irrigating properly.
Yeah,
so
I've seen that.
You need to look into those type of things. So utilize the website. I mean, we have the resources is out there, and a lot of times the community don't know how they can help. Then also there's small things, and you'll see some of the handouts for that day. We're gonna have some like travel booklets for kids to do. If you fill it out, you'll get a prize. We'll do a lottery. But those little booklets tell you small things like turn off the water while you are brushing your teeth. Yeah. Because we have to teach our children how to conserve water now.
I remember learning that in school.
Later. Yeah.
I remember in school they used to talk about water conservation, and I remember they used to tell us about turning the water off. They used to have us doing the exercises.
Do you cut the water off when you brush your teeth?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
I did.
They taught me good.
And let me tell you, this is so funny.
I bought in. Yeah.
I did this weekend, but I typically don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is why it stuck with me. Is because I don't even know what made me cut it off.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a habit that you don't know.
Conservation. And I remember the way they used to talk about it in school was they said, just imagine if you had like a gallon of water and that was all you had for the day. How would you use it? And so when you brushing your teeth, like, would you just pour the whole gallon as you brushing your teeth, or would you like, kind of regulate? And so that was a lesson that stuck with me as a youngster, that I always just kind of
You be able to put the link up there. It's some good stuff.
I love that. Thank you.
It's some links and stuff. I don't know if you need plumbing. I just got my plumbing done. The city paid 100% of it.
Oh wow,
100% of it. So it's the lateral plumbing.
Oh, that's
program.
That's right.
And
it was the laterals that needed some attention. I remember you dealing with that for. No, that's good. I didn't hear the ending. So to know that the city paid, because I remember when you was like dealing with that and
submitted it was an easy process.
Okay.
And
we talked about it on here, so I'm happy to hear that works the way that they advertise.
Immediately came in. The city did their part. The plumber came in there. They replaced the old pipes, and right now they're in phase 1.
Okay.
And so in phase 1, if you're in phase 1, and you're in a high demand area, they'll pay up to 100% of whatever it is. Once they go into phase 2, I think they're capping it at like $5,000.
Okay.
But that's still a nice little grip.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Believe that. Believe it.
And so this is kind of some of the information that you will find at the Tampa Bay Chalk Festival.
Thank you so much. Black Money Movement said definitely turning the agua off while brushing. Absolutely. We was raised right. And so with the hosting it, of course, on the Deuces. Can you talk about maybe some of the significance of the location and why on the Deuces, and how that happens?
Well, I do have to say this, and it goes back to the art district.
Okay. Yeah.
So it goes back to saying that we are here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, so we are part of this. One of the things that
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's one thing to be included, and it's a whole nother thing to be excluded.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, we have some really great artists. Freeman is actually right there on the Deuces. We're just talking about
creating
a mural. In case you don't know, he was named the #1 top artists through the Black Art and Film Festival.
Okay.
This
Free
year.
did this one too.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. He did this tattoo right here.
Yeah. And this,
you didn't show
Let me see. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
And you know, he's a bad brother as far as an artist.
Yeah.
And he's fast.
Okay.
However, then, you know, we have Zulu. Rasta Gary is going to be out there too.
Nice.
I call them the three terribles because they had the nerve to ask me, couldn't they all be placed together? I was like, nope, because ain't no work gonna get done. Then we got Yoani Rodriguez, in case you don't know him. He's a photographer out of Tampa, but he is a brother that's solidified in the community, a really great artist. So it's important that we bring forward these young brothers, these brothers that are doing the work and who've been in the community. But it's important that we let the art community know that we as a people can also create something great. No, our community.
I heard it when you said it. Like I mean, it was implied, but you just made it explicit, and I think that's important, right? Because when you have a whole district that's growing up around the arts, and then you have a city that's championing itself as a city of the arts,
right?
And you start to wonder, well, where am I in this picture? Literally, right? And that was a part of what the advocacy around Child's Park, how we got the Dream Big, Be Big, Dream Big mural, was because we started seeing like all of this art pop up, and we say, okay, we see these murals, and we having conversations about it, but we don't see anything like that on the west side, southwest side, right? And so how can we bring that over? But it was a part of that conversation about being a city of the arts and making sure that we're present and
we're present
and leaders, you know, in these spaces, right?
Absolutely.
Not just, you know, an afterthought. Oh yeah, that's right. It is Black artists in the city. Really understanding the contribution. Like you said, you know, knowing that the first mural was painted by a Black man in the city. A lot of people don't know that. As you celebrate, you know, the Shine Mural Festival and you know, all of these things, like understanding our contributions to it. So
and
thank you for that.
We painted over it. It was like I don't know, it was like a goblin, but it was really interesting. Just to say that he's been around Rasta Gary Taylor, and he also he's a chalk artist for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So every time you go to the game and you see artwork out there, this brother's doing the work.
Wow.
And I mean, I'm talking about big pieces, you know, that kind
and that's
of
what's coming to the Deuces?
Yeah, he's gonna be actually doing a piece. He's been with us from year one,
from
day one.
Wow.
So he's like my brother in the community, the community of art.
Sure.
And so, and it's not just him. I mean, we have people coming from all ethnicities that are bringing forth the conversation about conservation, what's happening in our environment. It's our watery futures. And then, you know, Jake Ann, who is my partner, she's a founder of Pinellas Diaspora Arts Project, which is
shout out to Peter,
which is hosting this event.
Okay.
She is going to be holding in Wada, which is the art warehouse district, which is just a block and a half away from where all of the artwork is coming from. She's doing a water conservation community gathering.
Okay.
And so you're going to be for 1 hour from noon while everything else is going on.
Right.
And she's doing a tea ceremony in tribute to water.
Oh, wow.
And we also have one of the first Black female captains is going to be the moderator. And she also moderated the workshop. And it's important that we know who Miranda Douglas is, because she's also from, she ran for office in Clearwater. She was responsible for a community mural in Clearwater on the ground, which they got painted over.
And she'll be here.
And
she'll actually be here on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So
how about that?
And she's also a board member of PDAP. She's been with us since the founding of this organization.
That's amazing.
So she's going to talk about what she does, and she's fabulous. I can't wait to get out on the water with her. But what's really important about her is that she knows about our waterways, and she brings a wealth of information to this whole program. So we're excited about that as well.
And if somebody wants to get involved, whether you're an artist or vendor or volunteer, how can they connect with you if they want to? Like, is there still time? Are you still accepting vendors?
It's still time up until 5 days before.
Okay.
We are looking for some additional vendors. Our fee is really low.
Okay.
We also work on donations as well.
Sure.
But we've been blessed enough to be able to get some funding to pay our artists, and that's really was vital.
Yeah.
But if you go out to TB Chalk Fest chalkfest.com. That's T as in Tampa, B as in Bay, chalkfest.com. You can go out there and register as a family. You know that the way that we get our funding is to have everyone register. So if you can register ahead of time, it kind of doesn't because you have to register the day of the event. But if you do it ahead of time, that really saves on some time.
Okay.
And then also, if you're a vendor, please go ahead and register online. There is a $40 fee, which is really low.
Oh my God!
However,
yeah.
if you're a food truck vendor, you're gonna have to speak to me directly.
Okay. Do that. Contact us on that website.
Yes. But always look at our PDAP website, which is of course Pinellas Diaspora Arts Project, or just PDAP. If you type it in, it'll come up. To look at all events that we bring you throughout the year, because our civic engagement, our tech day. We have a lot to offer the community, and we are looking to embrace the community in any way that we can, and also continuously make our presence felt. Our mission is civic, to bring the arts and to bring healing and to bring education into the community.
So give us the details again. It's May 2nd, right?
It's May 2nd, Saturday. It starts at 10 and ends at 4. It's on the Deuces corridor. We are also looking to enhance and help those store owners along the Deuces as well.
Thank you.
For a big shout out to Heavy's. Heavy's been really great to us. They actually feed our volunteers and our artists throughout the day.
Nice.
Lorraine's is always willing to work with us as well. I laugh because I say, Lorraine, you're gonna have to get more fish that day.
Right, you gotta load up.
So we're excited.
Take a lesson from them cash mobs.
Our new business owner, he reached out to me, and so I'm excited about that. I'm really excited that Freeman is not only just doing that mural, but also that he's part of this event, and he's been with us from day one as well, and strong in what's happening. So, and I know the conversation about him. I know I'm getting off topic, but that brother, he didn't just come up with that concept on his own. He reached out to people in the community to ask what he came to me, and we had a conversation
about the mural,
mural and what was important. And because the mural that was there prior to was sensitive to me because it's in my film. And I knew that artist too.
That's right. That's right.
And so, but the community is evolving. And we have to pay it forward, and we have to be able to tell our story in many ways that we can, because there was murals that were painted over that were seriously significant too. That was done by us, and nobody spoke about it.
I hear that.
So
it's like that selective advocacy or activism, right?
In the community, that happens,
right.
You know what I mean? And so, like, even though you have this hold to it,
right?
That, like, if it lasts a few years, we're winning,
right?
Yeah, because the life of a mural is.
Well, I want to challenge. I want to challenge the artists out there to get a building. There's still space along the Deuces.
That's right.
And you can go ahead and put Louis back up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If it means that much to you,
the rarest form ever. Or you can donate
something else.
Money to pay our artists to put Louis back up.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard anybody say
we're going to replace it.
We're going to replace him.
Yeah.
And here's the money to replace him, because it costs money to treat the building.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. And what people don't know is that Louis was kind of fading. There was some issues happening with Louis too.
That's what I mean. Like the life of those murals,
So I mean, there's a lot of wall. And there's businesses along there that would say, put them up.
Absolutely.
So
and so just thinking, going back to the Chalk Festival and really thinking about it. So again, it's Saturday, May 2nd, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the Deuces. Do you have a favorite? Maybe like a chalk piece, or maybe even like a favorite.
Don't start.
Well, let's do this. A favorite moment from past. A favorite moment from past festivals.
The whole thing. it's really interesting to see young people get excited and they walk away with, I can do that too.
Yeah.
And then we create a whole new community of artists.
Wow.
And so that's really important. And what's so interesting, you think a lot of times it's for the children, but you'll have somebody that is in like in a walker sitting chair, and they'll be like, give me some chalk, and they'll be like in their 80s, and the next thing they know, they're expressing themselves.
I love it.
Yeah, which is really, really great. So it's a great family day. It's what's really nice too, like Rasta Gary, he'll be like, I need some helpers, and he'll get some kids to help color in a grid. So to me, that's like community working together.
Right.
One of the other things that is kind of interesting to me is like a lot of times you be feeling like, okay, should I do this another year? And people will contact you and say, are you doing this another year? Well,
oh wow,
there's a grant right here. I think you can get this. That's important. So when you think there's no money and there's no hope and it's not going to happen, then all of a sudden you start getting phone calls. Oh, you know, this grant, I think you could get this grant. You know? Or like Celeste Davis, who's the Commissioner of Tourism and Arts, Visual Arts, and she'll call, oh, you know, maybe the city can give you some dollars. You know? So that's like, when you don't even want to work that hard, people come to you and say, because they see that you're doing something that's vital. They see that you're doing something that's helping the community. And they see that it goes way beyond that, because you'll have like vendors that are coming out who, like the League of Women's Voter, who are nonpartisan, but just want to help people register to vote.
Right.
You'll have Eckerd College come out there, Remora program, which is about plastic sustainability and what's going into our system. And then you'll have other radio stations call you up and say, you know, we want to give you an in-kind gift.
Yeah.
We're gonna do like a week of broadcasting for you, and you're like, wow, you know,
It's really nice. So for this event, like you're getting more than just drawing on the concrete, because you like the chalk festival,
right? So
more than just playing, you're definitely you're getting something of substance, and you can take from it.
And like for instance, NAMI, MAMI, which is wellness and behavioral health program. They don't only just pay the fee, they give a donation, and they come out and they help people. I even had ministries come to me and say, can I come out on the street and pray with your kids? You know what I'm saying? So it's important. I even had the brothers from the Nation of Islam say to me, you know, is it okay if we can put our paper out?
You
know what I'm saying? It's
community.
It's community. So
in the
that's
broadest
kind of
sense,
like the richness of the event. And understanding that those organizations that are tabling with us, not just are tabling us because they want to have fun, but they have a purpose as well.
That's right.
And how do you get the word out? Because you can't always send out an email or put it on. You have to be in the people's face.
That's
you have
right.
to be able to, like the Tampa Bay Water. We didn't know that they would have all these rebates. That they want the people to know
it's
that
resources
and
it's information.
They want to know. You know, if they don't spend it, we might lose it. So give it back. It's about giving back to the community and creating a conversation around what your community can do for you, especially when you think there's no help out there.
Amen to that. And so if there's a final message or like like why we should be there and why people should show up for the Tampa Bay Chalk Festival, what would your
I would say like part of our mission, which is education in the community, civic engagement, and creating art. At least those three things from the mission. The other thing is people like you. You know what I'm saying? That get the word out, who can't be everywhere, but you got this platform.
Sure.
You know, so that's, to me, that's like the gut of what we all do. You know,
that's right.
Now, I can't be everywhere, but if I had a radio station,
I can send people.
I can send people. You know what I'm saying?
And if I can get 3, 4, 5, 10 people to go, then mission accomplished. Making sure that that's
and
true.
And then like for my alma mater, I just want to say, if Eckerd College is listening, you guys need to come out, because what happened for me was I was a person who came here to go to college and came back, you know.
Yes.
And so this is how you help your community that you got your degree in. You know what I'm saying?
You came
You're
here
part of this community.
like, hey, wait, Like, I like it here.
Yeah, you like it here. You swim out there in the water, but now let me tell you what's happening with that water.
Yes.
And you know, if you want to keep your college right, or you want to keep your community right, because it's your community too, you got to give back. You got to contribute.
Absolutely.
Well, there you go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Maybe not first, but you heard it here live
today.
Today, May 2nd is at 10 a.m. From 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. is the Tampa Bay Chalk Festival. You can go get more information at tbchalkfest.com to register, or if you'd like to become a vendor, you can do that as well. You gonna stick around for us? You gonna hang out with us a little bit?
Nothing like an Ask Qiana.
Okay, yeah, and we do have an Ask Qiana, and it's Motivational Monday. So before we get into the Ask Qiana, I want to talk about since you're talking about water, we're gonna talk about pouring from cups.
Okay.
Right, but not the actual water, but
the segue.
The segue. So we're gonna talk about pouring from an empty cup versus living in your own cup.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so this morning I want to talk about these two groups of people, and you might be one of them. The one who gives everything to everybody else and then forget about themselves. And then you also have the ones who are so focused on themselves that they're disconnected from everybody else. So the question is, where's the balance between taking care of you and showing up for us?
It's boundaries.
Okay.
It's really boundaries. And to be honest, either one of those places are not a good place to be if you're not balanced.
Yeah.
Because if you are pouring into somebody else constantly, then you know your cup is going to be dry, and then you don't have nothing to pour back into yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you're constantly getting it, now the person could be drowning who's getting all of it, and you see that they don't appreciate the things that they get because they think that they deserve it all.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter, and they're not learning life lessons because somebody is constantly coming in saving them.
Okay.
And so they depend on other people
to come and pour.
To pour.
Yeah. So you're on the receiving end, but not the giving side of it.
Right. And if you're on that, because I've seen that receiving end, they're horrible. They can be horrible.
when it's just the receiving.
Just the receiving. They can be horrible.
And it's just a little more context for this. I'm trying to figure out how I was landed on it, but it was the term that came up was toxic individualism. Mm-hmm. And that's what sent me down this rabbit hole, right? Because it was talking about toxic individualism. And this is like when you just only focus on yourself. You have no other connection to the community. It's like, I'm just taking care of myself. The community is what it is. I can't save them. Like, but taking that from, I'm improving myself to be able to serve and help others, to just improving myself for the sake of like saving myself, and everybody else like can kind of just do their own thing.
And those same people will ask for resources, but then don't want you. It's kind of like gatekeeping.
Okay. When you take everything for yourself
and then don't get back in.
Yeah.
And so, and then eventually that runs out.
That's when you get into the toxic side of the self-improvement equation.
And
right?
what happens is people eventually realize that you're just a taker.
Okay.
And then they stop giving.
Okay. Miss Debbie, what's coming up for you?
Well, you know, it's a hard place and a soft place to be in.
Yeah.
You know, so people know your energy. First of all. So if you're one of those people who take and never give, don't expect for anybody to give to you.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
that
right.
kind of thing. And then if you're that person that give all the time, you need people around you to remind you that you need time to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's time to take care of your health. So you know, like at one point in my life, I knew a lot of men in the community that were doing a lot of work for other people because they knew that, you know, a lot of the children that have no dads. And so they were exhausting themselves, and then they had to go home and take care of their family.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, you know, but
you've been a dad for the community, and then now you got to go home.
Right,
yeah.
Right. But they need somebody in their life to remind them, you know, step back and take care of yourself.
Right.
You know,
right.
But at the same time, sometimes you got to call people on they you gotta say, you know, well, hey, you know, for the last 4 months, I've been doing this I see, but and then you step back away from them, and sometimes if they're intelligent enough, they realize the woes of what they've been doing, But the thing of it is that to find that balance is, it's like with anything. You could have a business, and you can have somebody in a business that runs circles around everybody, and then you have the other person just wait for the goodness to happen, and then they reap the rewards of it. So you gotta have to have a system. Like you really have to. Anything is, and that's the part that people don't have. Right. You just kind of every day, like today, somebody call and be like, "Oh yeah, I give."
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's when you talked about boundaries, right?
You gotta have boundaries, and like just like a business. You have the do's and don'ts, right? And you need to have your do's and don'ts, and people need to know that. Now, if you bend on it, it's up to you, right? But you still need to have this in place.
Yeah, and one of the things it says too is being able to say no without feeling guilty about it. Like that's another part of that.
It's hard sometimes
when you're a giver and you want to help and you want to have impact. Like being able to say no and then not feeling bad for saying no is another one of the things that
I remember what you said. You can say yes, but you have to have boundaries.
You got to have boundaries. You have to, because if you say yes all the time, the first time you say no, they forgot all the yeses.
That happens.
And that happens all the time. And I remember one time somebody said, like, why you always say yes? It was like, they come to you because you're the most reliable. Say no, they're going to go somewhere else. They'll start with the person that they know most likely going to do it. And then they have a list of people that isn't watching.
So let's dig a little deeper. So which side of this coin do you find yourself on more often than not? Are you on the giving too much or the focusing on yourself too much?
I'm a giver. Naturally, I'm a giver. And then I had and my therapist had told me to get this book about boundaries.
Okay. Yeah. Miss Debbie, what side of that coin you on?
You already know.
That's the thing that unites us, right?
Yes, that's the thing that unites us, So, but at the same time, and people tell me, they say, you always teaching. Yeah. So I even though I say yes to a lot of things, I also make it a teaching moment so that people respect me, Yeah. You have to have the respect in it too. As long as you're not being taken advantage of, it'll work out. And usually those people who, or individuals who do try to take advantage usually come around. And a lot of times I've had people apologize to me and say, but how can I help? Later on. So it's like what you put out, you get back.
No, that's right. And I want to pause for a minute because again, these are two extremes, and you can go extreme one way or extreme the other. And how you say we don't subscribe to all, and so there is a space for like you being disciplined, you being focused, and really understanding that you're building something for yourself, right? Or you're building yourself, because that's the space that I'm like starting to like. I need to, do that penguin walk and get a little closer. Yeah. Because, after turning 50, you start thinking about like, okay, legacy, what am I leave behind? How, is my family going to be good? I'm going to these health forums now. And I'm like, okay, dang, it has my attention. Like I really need to start to focus internally, as well. Not to the exclusion of community, but like really just understanding, like I've been projecting a lot out. And now I gotta like start turning some of that focus and attention inward.
And
what I'm saying?
What you're doing is you're still focused.
But it's hard.
It is, but you're still your goal still is you're working on yourself so that your family's better. Yeah. Right. So it's still not even a selfish act. Like some people work on themselves just for themselves.
Yeah, just for the sake of themselves. Yeah.
And that's not what you're saying is the balance of it. Yeah. Like I love the community. I'm going to still do, but I still need to make sure.
I need to fill my cup up. Right. Yeah. Because anytime I get a little bit in my cup, I'm like, hey man, I got something in my cup. You need something? I got something.
And then when you go back and look at it, I'm like, man.
Oh, yeah. But I'm pouring in your cup running over and mine just,
and then you ain't offering back
like yours running over and mine, I'm swirling it around looking at the bottom, seeing what's left.
There's a lot of ways that you can get that back too. Like one of the things, I'm a touch healing practitioner.
Amen.
So you have to learn how to meditate, pray, find those things that help you reinvent yourselves, regenerate yourself.
That's right.
So you could continue to do the work and be that father and be that husband, that kind of thing. So it's about timing too.
That's right.
You have to make sure that you take that time. But it takes us back to the individuals that take. Believe me, they having some issues too now.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
And a lot of times the reason why they're like that is because they never had the opportunity to understand what it is and what the reward is. You know, it's not that you're looking for the reward. It's just that reward sometimes that reward sometimes is the very thing that heals you.
Absolutely.
And you could go down this rabbit hole because it's different things make people tick, right?
Right.
It could be the person who never had anything, and then once they start to receive it, all they were left behind. They were the child that mother passed away. They were then passed from family member to family member, and they never sold anything they got. They held because that was the one thing they have. So you think that it's a selfish act. Right, but they're trying to. They're saying like, I'm taking everything I can because everybody always took from me.
Yeah, and so
I got to hold on to everything, and I'm gonna get it. So that's a different aspect of it because it's a lot of.
That's what I mean. It's like it's just those extremes, and so I appreciate you saying that. Really understanding the balance between the two, and it's like being able to be all right with just taking time that you need, but you're refueling. Because you preparing for this next leg, right? Not just like, okay, I'm finna just get full and fat and
there's many levels that we're gonna go through anyway through life. And like you said, sometimes when you get a certain age, you start to realize that, okay, I need to check myself.
I do.
Or I wreck myself.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, hold on. And then just starting to see the sacrifices, having these conversations and understanding like, wow, like I put a lot out. And so now it's just like reorienting and kind of, when you go get your eyes checked, right? Like you start reading things, it's like, okay, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I need to focus a little bit more. It's like
it was so funny because when y'all were doing an event at Child's Park and I saw you blowing the leaves, and I took a picture and I'm like, this man blowing leaves, and then he on the radio, and then he going leave and I saw myself in that, and I was like, something as simple as blowing, and you was all over that place.
I mean, it needed to be done.
Something as simple as that, and I was saying to it made me think, and I was like, wow, how much do we do?
Yeah, true.
We do a lot.
How much do we do?
Wow, and that was I didn't even think about that. Like I'm like, hey y'all, we need to clean up out here. Y'all got a blower? And they was like, yeah, it's one over there. I'm like, okay, I'll just do it. Cause I see where this is going, right?
Nobody called.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
And at that same time, I was like, well, man, I need to stay here for at least 2 hours. Then I'm gonna go to work for 2 hours. Then I'm gonna go to this other And I was sitting there looking at you, and in my mind, I was contemplating everything that I had to do for that day. And I'm like, if this man can stand here and blow leaves, I could get this done. I'm much older than you, And so, and then, but then at the same time, I said, you know what? I can't do it all.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I'm gonna sit here for 15 minutes.
Yeah, the time that you have.
Just for 15 minutes, you just think about it.
Yeah.
And then I just went to work.
Yeah, and that's right, though.
Because I felt like the need was to help the students was greater than me appearing someplace.
So that speaks to another thing. We talk about priorities, right? But when you realize that you can't do all the things, being able to make sure that you do the number one thing, and being able to choose, and how you choose the number one thing.
And that's how you find satisfaction in self.
Absolutely. All right, we do have an Ask Qiana. Thank you for engaging in that. This is Motivational Monday with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and we appreciate y'all. And we had a great conversation earlier that you want to go back and revisit around the Tampa Bay Chalk Festival and all of the things that are happening. Let's do this Ask Qiana really quickly. And Ask Qiana is brought to you by One Community Grocery Co-op, OCGC.coop. This is a trip. You ready?
I guess, especially since you laughed.
Oh, my God. So, dear Qiana, my guy is way too laid back. Like, no, it says my guy is way too laid back. Like, too laid back. I'm not proud of it. But sometimes I'll do little things on purpose just to get a reaction out of him and nothing. No pushback, no attitude, no hold up now, just unbothered. At first, I thought it was maturity, but now it's starting to feel like he doesn't care enough to stand up for himself or for us. So my question is he just emotionally secure, or is he just a pushover? And be real, is it wrong for me to want a man who will check me sometime? or am I creating problems where there aren't any?
Well, so first, you didn't really give me so right after this, you really didn't give me too much to like. You didn't
like you can't really work with yet.
You didn't give me no examples of what's too laid back is.
Okay.
Now I will tell you this is that healthy relationships seem boring.
Okay.
Kinda. It's when you want
healthy relationships seem boring. Okay.
It can be because you feel like you're not going up this roller coaster, right? You're not getting this blown out argument and all this other stuff.
I'm so appreciative of like not having that.
Right. But people want that. And I think, but in your relationship, you do want somebody who's engaged. And it sounds like he's not engaged into the relationship, because if you're looking for his opinion and you know you're doing something off the wall, and he'll be like, well, go do you. It does, you know,
unbothered you, man.
Yeah, I don't think that I would. I don't think that type of relationship will work for me.
Okay.
Even if I don't want you hyped, but I do want you to be engaged.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you could be so laid back and you just let them go ahead.
Yeah.
Because see, like my laid back is I don't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm not putting up with my life.
Okay.
Like make your own life decisions. Go do what you want to do because you grown.
Yeah.
But if you're a part of my life, this is what I'm looking. And then I think that's a kind of laid back kind of, and I just kind of keep it moving.
So
like
I'm not gonna argue with you. What do you think about this part? It says I'm not proud of it, but sometimes I'll do little things on purpose just to get a reaction out of him.
And that's games.
And nothing.
But see,
Miss Debbie, that you reacted to that. Tell me what that was. I want to hear that reaction.
All right, so it's kind of funny, her role in it all is kind of funny, but I'm just gonna say this, talking from an old girl.
Okay.
So men want peace of mind. Women want men to show up for them.
Okay.
Does this man show up for you? Is he paying the bills? Is he responsible? Do you know where he's at? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Okay.
Girl, calm down.
Okay.
All right. Because you can have a dude that is out there doing some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and if he just want to sit around the house and just be cool, and leave him in his peace.
Okay.
Go do you,
Yeah.
Sister Blue, man, let me tell you, she been married for a long time, but she be showing up.
That's
Fashion
right.
shows and
that's
all.
right.
What do you want to do for yourself to keep you, do you
engaged and excited and
right.
yeah.
But when you want your partner to come out,
but he might not be that type of dude.
But if that's something that you want, like, do you like it's the compromise? What's important? Because like you want somebody to. So again, some people is okay with that. But like if you're out there you're out there doing plays. Like let's take Mama Blue. You out there, she's okay with her husband not coming. Somebody else may want that support, and that may be a big thing for them.
But the thing of it is like, so what's your compromise? You know what I'm saying? What's your compromise? Do you tell your man, I don't want you because you ain't loud and
you ain't coming up? Yeah,
you're not showing up for me. The thing of it is, maybe his support is being that man at home. I don't know. She didn't give us a lot.
She didn't give us a lot.
Right.
But he might be a homebound dude, and he's cool with the fact that opposites attract.
Yeah.
He might be cool with that.
And then here's another thing that just came up for me in the 2 minutes that we have. Like, I don't know what the age range is on this one, but there's a time, like I'm at that space now where you get to a spot in your life where you just don't want no smoke.
You want peace of mind.
That's it. Like I ain't trying to like argue. I ain't trying to like debate. I just want peace.
And
you know what I mean?
He might be saying, "Look at her. She just."
But is it worth like?
Yeah, is it worth? So he probably at that point now where I don't have to say nothing. She cool, I'm cool.
Right.
And Ruby just said maybe he's calm because he's aware of what she's doing and know the
he
end
probably
result.
Laughing in his head.
Like I'm not saying that, girl. He ain't going away.
Like I see what you're doing.
You want to wear your effing girl.
That's your thing. Do your thing.
It's really with this letter because it didn't give us
a lot.
It was kind of broad in it. You gotta, if y'all healthy and you're happy overall, rock
Right,
with it. But
absolutely.
sometimes people, when you say laid back, intimacy and things like that is important too
Right.
in a relationship. And if you feel like you're not getting your fulfillment, then it's something that you definitely need to address.
Yeah, I hear that. All right. Well, that was Ask
Sounds
Qiana
funny.
again. Ask Qiana is brought to you by OCGC.coop. It's a lot happening, y'all. So again, y'all go back. We talked about it earlier. Also want to let you know or remind you that the Childs Park Neighborhood Association meeting is tomorrow night at 6:30. So y'all pull up on us. There's a lot of good stuff that's happening. And final thought, Q.
Be the change you want to be and see. Write down those 5 things because it makes you feel good, giggle. Make you appreciate life. And y'all know who up next. Sister Hughes.
Make you lose your shoes and shout all around the house. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And
Miss Debbie.
in the place to be. And we out, y'all.
Bing, bing.